welcome to our tonight's watch along on Premier Sports Fan Center for the live coverage of the game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. It's another London derby night. A Merry Christmas to all our viewers. And we are still in the festive moment. And let's see if Chelsea will be giving the fans something to cheer about this week after that disappointing 2-1 loss to Wolverhampton just last week. And Crystal Palace will also be looking to get a victory over Chelsea, who are continuing to do promo for the small teams. Like I said, my name is Adi Emishego and I'll be your host tonight. And it's the first start for Christopher Nkunku after getting that goal against Wolverhampton. But I'm not alone in the studio tonight, as I have with me in the studio Yemite. Good evening, Yemite. Happy Merry Christmas.
Oh, good evening, Shegun. Merry Christmas. Beautiful season to share the love. Just show love and we all spread love around.
Okay, we just hope Crystal Palace will be showing love to the fans tonight. Or will it be
No,
Chelsea?
they want to show
Or will it be
love
Chelsea?
to their
Will be showing will be sharing love to the Stamford Bridge faithful.
Yeah, let's see. It will be decided on the field of play, and we'll just see what they will bring to the battlefield.
Okay, that's what we'll bring into the battlefield, and any moment from now, the game will be starting. And there's no Rhyme Sterling, there's no Cole Palmer tonight, as both players are being suspended due to accumulated cards for Chelsea. And tonight we'll be having Christopher Nkunku starting as the in the number 10 role for Chelsea tonight, and we also have Ian Martin in the starting 11. How big of a change are those players?
Not so big a change influenced by the players that are now available, I think. And for Ian Mason, I think is long overdue for him to start getting this starting 11, either playing as a number 3 or number 11. And I think he has prospect. It's just that his contract issue, I think, is one of the reasons why Chelsea are not so quick to give him more playing time than the norms that we expect. But any which way, I think that Ian Mason has his opportunity today. Let him show the stuff he's made of. Maybe he can give Chelsea something special.
Okay, let's see if Ian Mason will be able to take advantage of this of this start tonight, of this real start for Chelsea tonight. And that game has already kick-started with Chelsea playing in their home attire, which is the blue and white socks, while Crystal Palace are playing in their away attire. That's the white over the sky blue shirt. And it's Crystal Palace who are currently attacking against Chelsea with a cross into the box. With Charles Metete with another, but it's dropped that into the hands of Eze, who is having a free flow game against Chelsea, and still another in swinger there, but easily caught out by the Chelsea number 10 Modric right here in the second minute of this game, and the crosses was from Klein. And tonight the two captains are actually facing their former club.
Yeah.
Gallagher played for Crystal Palace before coming. He had a good season with Crystal Palace before coming back to Chelsea. And Maguire is another former Chelsea product, even from the youth team product, and he's the captain of Crystal Palace. How big is this return for these two players?
Yeah, it shows the good work that Chelsea has been doing with the academy over the years, but we don't know what the new owners are doing with that academy right now. A lot of all this credit should go to Abramovich and not Todd Boehly or Begdadi. So I think he really did a great job with Chelsea. And we hope that only God can just reward him for the good works he did for Chelsea.
Okay, you can hear that from me, mate. Only God can just reward the former owner of Chelsea, talking about Roman Abramovich, but he's no longer the owner, he's no longer at the helm of affairs at Chelsea, as it's currently Todd Boehly and Egbal, who are currently at the affairs of it at Chelsea. And it has really been a new flow of things at Chelsea. Now we're having lots of under 22s, under 23 players in the Chelsea starting 11. And talking about that, looking at this defense, it looks inexperienced to me. Looking at the players starting at the back line for Chelsea.
Yeah, no, I won't say it's really filled with inexperience, because Disasi is come with some experience from Lyon, and we can say okay,
Monaco.
From Monaco, sorry. And we can say that Badashi maybe not so much, but Disasi should be able to cover for that. But you can't have a 40-year-old really play all the games in the season, so that you don't lose him for the important games. We are going towards the second half of the season now. This is the most important time and delicate time of the season. So I think Poch is only understandable for him to start rotating that squad. But as far as I'm concerned, you only rotate a squad that's really doing well.
Okay, it's week 19 in the EPL, and Liverpool are currently leading the table
No,
with
they won
42 points. Yeah, the
yesterday.
one yesterday. They're currently in the
Yeah.
first right now, with Arsenal second with a game in hand. Tomorrow Arsenal will be playing against West Ham in another London derby. And right back to the game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. It's Crystal Palace running against Chelsea with Michael Olise on the board, yeah, and still holding it tight there, but easily cut out. And it's a free kick to Crystal Palace over that infringement from Colwill on Michael Olise. And the referee Salzburg is not having any of that, as he is giving Crystal Palace a free kick in a very dangerous position where Michael Olise or Iberici Eze will actually fancy taking one against the Chelsea standing goalkeeper tonight, which is Petrovic. Let's see if he'll be able to detect against this free kick from either of Eze or Michael Olise. We've seen Olise scores a lot of incredible free kicks against teams in the EPL. One was that against David De Gea for against
Mm.
Manchester United.
Yeah, Eberichi also is a good
Yeah,
free kick taker.
it's looking
So,
like it's going to be
it,
Michael Olise who will be taking this.
yeah, it looks, and they can
As
also square it.
Ibericheze with that free kick, and that went straight to the
But
side
I think he
netting,
just wasted
and that
that.
was lucky. That was lucky for Chelsea there, and that looks like a good free kick to me though, because
No,
he went for a low one there,
yeah, if you
and he
look
just
at
went
that
side
wall,
eating.
anything you are going to bend across that wall
Mm.
won't really get. Petrovic said that wall very well, and he would have seen that with that angle he was playing the free kick from. So I think it's just a dead end attempt.
It's the 5th minute of those encounters. Chelsea who are currently having a run of attack on their own, and it's the starting striker there. Nicholas Jackson, he finds Okuku, and Okuku straight down to the hands of Modric, who changes the direction and goes up to Malo Gusto back into the midfield and finds Yamitsi there. And it's Chelsea's Caicedo, sorry, is still Chelsea who are currently attacking through Gallagher and finds the Chelsea
Yeah,
player there, Yamitsi there, who goes back to the captain Gallagher and is back to the hands of Yamitsi. Malo Gusto on the ball and he releases Yamitsi, and that was to nobody from Chelsea and easily caught out and one back by Crystal Palace, but easily caught out there by the Chelsea, who will be giving out a free kick to Crystal Palace there over that infringement on Lama from Caicedo against Lama there. Chelsea have given out two free kicks of infringement in the opening 10 minutes of this game.
not even 10 minutes, 6 minutes, because with all this, that explains why Chelsea. I think Chelsea will be one of those clubs in the Premier League this is to have had the highest number of cards because they and it's a testament to the indiscipline in that squad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about discipline. They are mostly not disciplined on the field of play, character-wise, indiscipline. Look at that. Look at the Kopama too.
He has a long went
Unnecessary.
an attack for Crystal Palace through Andre Ayew as they were trying to take one over Malo Gusto, but easily covered there by the Chelsea players. Caught about lost back and one back by Crystal Palace, who are currently possessing and attacking against Chelsea. Still Crystal Palace in possession of the ball and the plays back into the midfield of it and controlling possession. A great shot, straight shot into the hands of Petrovic, who would be sweating in getting that into his hands, and it's a bit of relief for the Chelsea players looking at that shot. And this is one thing Chelsea needs to be careful against Crystal Palace when it comes to taking outside shot. They're very good at that. As Chelsea were trying to turn defense into attack and trying to kickstart the play right there from the defense. As Malo Gusto on the ball there, and he chose to hold on to it and goes back and finds Disasi will be going straight to go into midfield, but that was easily lost out there. And Crystal Palace with another opportunity to run against Chelsea with Michael Olise made that, and he easily made that and still on the ball there, and he gets one over Badashiel, and it's Michael Olise on the ball, and that was easily cut out for Chelsea there. But still, Crystal Palace were currently in possession of the ball, and that might just be another free kick. But the referee says no. It says that was won clearly and fairly by Moises Caicedo. It's Chelsea who are trying to get another attack, and it's an infringement on the Chelsea player, and it's the captain Gallagher who will be winning the free kick for Chelsea after that Richardson bringing him down right there in the 8th minute. It's looking like a game that might just be won in the midfield between both teams.
Yeah, a game that can be won in the midfield, but you have to look at it really not only about the midfield, but the attackers has to be clinical in front of goal. Every attempt is an important attempt. Every attempt is a potential game winner. And when you see the game like that, every attempt you take,
And yes,
you will
Modric
do
running
better.
through the middle and releases the Chelsea player. And that might just be the first goal, but easily caught out there. And that was caught out by the Crystal Palace of defender Mitchell there. And what a chance created there for
Yeah,
Nicolas
amazing.
Jackson, which should have been the first goal for Chelsea under the first 10 minutes. And that was the first clear cut chance in this encounter. But easy caught out there by the Crystal Palace defender as he saves his goalkeeper of that brushes there.
Yeah,
And
I think that attempt, he should be doing better than
yeah.
that. You should force a better attempt out of the goalkeeper right there.
But look at that pass from Modric into the channel, and he
Yeah,
sends one straight into the middle, and the finds Ian Mason there. But Ian Mason could just make good use of that opportunity for Chelsea, and still
yeah,
Chelsea who are currently attacking against the Crystal Palace just to go back into their own half, and it's Disasi who is on the ball there finds Badashil who is currently on the ball and holds onto the ball, finds back to Disasi. Badashil on the ball there and goes into the midfield and finds Gallagher who finds and still Chelsea were currently
yeah,
attacking
amazing.
against them. That looks like another cutting cross there, but easily cut out by the Crystal Palace on the defender there. And it's back into the Chelsea half. And it's Chelsea through Badashil who will be going back to Petrovic in the goalpost. And Petrovic sends one straight to the hands of Disasi, who currently holds onto the ball and finds Malo Gusto there. And it's still back to the hands of Disasi right now. And still Chelsea enjoying possession of the game. And it's going to be a throwing to Chelsea in the 10th minutes of this encounter.
Yeah,
10 minutes gone, and it's still 0-0 between Chelsea and Crystal Palace in what has been 10 minutes of interesting attacking instinct from both teams. Look at the pass,
yeah.
and he could have been passing that to Nicolas Jackson,
But
who was in a
if you
better
had touched
position.
that to Nicolas Jackson, most likely it would be an offside position because they were not in line. And Jackson, I think, was ahead of him in the offside line. So I think he made a good attempt, but he could have forced a better attempt of the goalkeeper. That attempt was too weak and too easy for the goalkeeper to easily save.
And here's another chance for Chelsea through Modric, but easily caught out there by Crystal Palace. And Chelsea who are winning that back. And it's still Drew Jackson. And Jackson looks for the captain and finds the captain talking about Gallagher who turns around and finds Modric. As Modric back to the hands of Gallagher who holds onto the ball. It's trying to see who is going to pass through. He switches straight to the right wing. But that was too much to be made there by the young French right back Malo Gusto. And it's been going out for a throw into Crystal Palace in the 11th minute of this encounter. Let's talk about Chelsea. Let's talk about Chelsea into this game. Chelsea make no less than 5 changes to their starting 11 against the Wolves with Caicedo, Modric, Badashil, Messi, and Sunday's goal scorer Okuku are brought into the side. Cole Palmer and Raheem Sterling must serve suspension. Thiago Silva and Broya are both demoted to the bench, while Leslie Ugochukwu misses entirely due to injury.
Yeah, when you look at it, the season is beginning to come
Yes.
in thick and fast. So injuries will begin to set in, suspensions and all these things. That's why it is very important for a squad to have that depth, desired depth. And you look at the Chelsea setup today, you will see it very clearly that the suspension has taken a toll on the starting 11. But that's not an excuse for them to give the best that is expected of them in this game. We just hope that we'll just see a very disciplined and more mature Chelsea side.
Okay, let's see. We'll be having a more mature Chelsea side, and let's go straight to the starting 11. The goalkeeper is Dode Petrovic, who's still standing in place of the injured first choice goalkeeper this season, Roberto Sanchez.
Sanchez.
And in defense, we have a four-man defense of Malo Gusto, Ezel Disasi, Bernard Badashil, and Levi Colwill, while a two defensive midfield pairing of Moises Caicedo and Conor Gallagher, while up front we have Ian Mason, Christopher Nkunku, and Mikhailo Modric, and it's a lone striker, Nicolas Jackson, starting for Chelsea tonight. It's a 4-2-3-1 formation, but this formation is looking like one that can transform into 3-4-3 formation.
Yeah, it's the one that can transform into a 3-4-3.
And here's another opportunity for Chelsea. They'll be making good use of this, and that is the first goal. It's this Miyako Modric with the first goal for Chelsea in the 10th minute, and that is a well-deserved goal for Chelsea in this encounter. Modric has just broken the deadlock in the game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. The young Ukrainian has given the Stamford Bridge faithfuls something to cheer about right now. Great goal, good teamwork there from Chelsea.
Uh,
Look at that cross and fantastic take there.
a lot of credit has to go for to Malo Gusto with
Mm.
that turn from the midfield. Look at that turn right there. With that turn, he made that run into the final third and set that pass and had to run very fast to get this follow-up pass that led to him setting up.
Wow, look at that one
Look at that turn.
from
You have to talk
Malo
about
Gusto
that
there,
turn.
and look at that
Look
from
at
the
Kuku
Chelsea.
right there.
Kuku there taking one
Blocked
there
the first
and
pass
dropped that into the
and
hands of
dropped
Malo
it to.
Gusto, who got that assist. And it's Modric with his that is should be his third goal in EPL this
Yeah,
season.
I think third.
Yeah, he
I
scored
think
one
it's
against
third.
Arsenal. I will saw him score one again. I'll get the team he scored against, and I think this should be his third EPL
I
goal
think he
this season.
scored against Tottenham.
Yes, against
I
Tottenham.
think he
No, it
scored.
wasn't Tottenham. It wasn't
No,
Tottenham.
Fulham.
Fulham, yeah,
It
he
was
scored against
Fulham,
Fulham,
yeah.
and now he has scored against the Crystal Palace. It's looking like he's always interested in scoring against the London team, Arsenal, Fulham, and now Crystal Palace. It's Chelsea who are currently leading in the 14th minute of this encounter, 1-0 through Miracle Modric, and that man is starting to live up to expectations for Chelsea.
Yeah, gradually, it can be one of those big names in Chelsea. You can absorb him of the first season because we saw Didier Drogba struggle in his first season and lit up in the second season. So I think he can come up so good for Chelsea, especially when he has the right tutelage. And one coach that can groom young talent is Pochettino. But now groom them to the highest level is what I don't know. But it can actually raise them to become one significant player in the Premier League.
Again, Chelsea has a free kick there and easily won there by Nicholas Jackson for Chelsea. And we saw that combination and that bromance between Nicholas Jackson and Kuku during the first season. And we're all, in this kind of hype and happy that yes, this is going to work out for Chelsea. Yeah. And this is the first time both are starting in the EPL. And we've finally seen an early goal for Chelsea in this encounter. How big do you expect these two players to form a partnership for Chelsea?
I think that partnership is really key because they are not starting from scratch. There's chemistry already, and the players has grew to understand each other from the preseason, and maybe that's the spark that they need to actually turn the season around and turn Chelsea to that Chelsea that every Chelsea fan wants to see. But it's still left to be seen. There's still time. Let's see if they will actually rise up to the occasion and do the needful.
Okay, they need to rise up to the occasion and do the needful. And it's Crystal Palace who have in their own attack against Chelsea there and back into the hands of Petrovic, who is so confident when it comes to spreading passes with his defenders. How much do you think Robert Sanchez should be scared of coming back into the starting 11 right now?
Yeah, it should be really scared because you have one player whereby it's good as at it saves, and those are protecting your box and all. They both have it, but one thing the edge he has over Sanchez now is his ball distribution. His confidence play is massive, and if you look at him the way he plays, you will see that if you give him more playing time, more match fitness, he will really be a lot better. We saw Sanchez was very shaky when he came into this season, and when he kept playing game on game, he started growing.
He has another chance for Chelsea, and it's wrong pass there from Nicholas Jackson as he couldn't get that into the hands of Kuku, and it's Michael Olise going one-on-one against Colby there, and it goes into the box and across the line, but easily called out by Malo Gusto, who looks like to be in the form of his life in this encounter against Crystal Palace tonight. He has been one explosive player for Chelsea, and it's 80 minutes gone in that encounter. It's the Chelsea leading against Crystal Palace 1-0 right there at Stamford Bridge, and Crystal Palace who are back in attack against Chelsea right now and holding onto the ball straight into the no man's land, and easily caught out there. It's going to be a free kick to Crystal Palace right there in the 18th minute. Let's go straight to the Chelsea bench and look at the big players who might just be coming into this encounter in the second half. There's Thiago Silva, and there's this man who is back after the big money signing for from Southampton. Romeo Lavia is back on the bench for Chelsea.
Yeah, we can't wait to see Romeo Lavia, but the coach has to be very, very careful because a player coming into a new team, new environment, gets injured. Even if you are injured in your former team, the coach should exhibit caution before starting those kinds of player. But it's just a left for Pochettino. He needs to take it
And the free kick has
one day
been
at a
taken there,
time.
but easily cut up by Chelsea. And an opportunity for Crystal Palace to take that equalizer, but easily cut out by the lot of Blues body in the Chelsea box. And still Crystal Palace with a cross into the box with a beat for them. And wow, what a save there from Disasi. Is off to a throw in to Crystal Palace. And you can see him and Petrovic having a discussion there over that. And look at that cross. What a cross there from Michael Olise. But is that not an offside? But the referee says no, it's not an offside. And there was no Crystal Palace player there to just tap that into the box,
I
and
think it's
it's
an
an
offside.
offside.
Yeah.
And that will be a restart from Chelsea right now. It's Petrovic will be starting. Well, we'll be starting that for Chelsea and sends one to the hands of Badashil, who has been looking a lot better in this encounter, unlike the game. Well, which game was that? Like he came out Wolf, which was not really the
And
best of
even
performance for
Newcastle
him. Even
game.
Newcastle wasn't the best of performance for him. Just were just lucky to qualify for the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, where they'll be taking on Middlesbrough early on in January. It's a two-legged encounter, and we just hope to see what that game will bring to us. 20 minutes gone already in this encounter. It's Chelsea comfortably leading 1-0 against Crystal Palace in this encounter. Looking at the first 20 minutes, are you foreseeing a victory for Chelsea?
Yeah, it looks like a game that Chelsea wants to win, but you don't know the Chelsea that will show up. Is it the consistent Chelsea? Is this the Chelsea that we expect?
And yes, the Chelsea
on a
chance
counter.
opportunity there, and still Christopher Nkuku is on the ball there and glues to go straight and goes back into the midfield and finds Malo Gusto, who dribbles his way and finds Moises Caicedo, and Caicedo to the hands of Gallagher, who goes into the hands of Disasi, Badashil there, sorry, and it's Moises Caicedo who has just been brought down for a free kick to Chelsea, some inches away from the center circle, and that was won there by Lema. That was given away there by Lema of Crystal Palace. And it's the 21st minute, and still Chelsea who are enjoying better share of possession after that goal in this encounter. And let's see if Chelsea will be getting the second goal in this encounter before the end of the first half, or will it be Crystal Palace will be equalizing against Chelsea. Moises Caicedo on the ball there and chose to find nobody. Back into the midfield is Crystal Palace to Metete there, but easily cut out, and the referee says play on, and it's Chelsea back with the ball, and it's back into the hands of the captain Gallagher, who finds Moises Caicedo. It's Gallagher who is holding onto the ball, goes to and finds Malo Gusto there, who is enjoying himself. He's having a free day against the Crystal Palace left back in the second half.
Yeah, you know, the space, the void Zaha left is still yet to be filled. Because on a normal day, if Zaha was around.
Look at that pass there. There's another opportunity for Chelsea there. And with this big miracle to the second goal, but it made the body there, and he couldn't just pull that to the back of the net. What a combination there from him and Nicholas Jackson. But I don't think this should be a free kick against Chelsea there.
Well, I think Mikhailo Modric should be doing better.
I think the busting was just too much there. Look at that burst of speed there from him. I think the touch on that ball was just too much for him there. And that was easily blocked there with what will have been his second goal in this encounter, as he couldn't just get that to the back of the net, but just on the body of is that Sam Johnston? In goalpost for Crystal Palace in this encounter. Let's look at Crystal Palace starting 11 in this encounter. They'll be setting out against Chelsea with a 4-3-3 formation, and is then Dean Henderson in the goalpost, and we have Neta Klein playing as a right back, Joaquin Anderson and Maguire, who is the captain of Crystal Palace, at the two preferred centre back, while we have Tyreek Mitchell playing as a left back in this game. A trio of Jefferson Lemma, Chris Richards, and Eberechi Eze mix up the midfields. While attack we have Michael Olise, Jean Philippe Matete, and Jordan Ayew. They'll be losing Jordan Ayew to Ghana in January for the Nations Cup. Another big player who will actually be missed by Crystal Palace come January.
Yeah, another big player. You know, it's a testament to why African Cup of Nations, and especially CAF should have a rethink about the timing of the Nations Cup, because you want your players on the continent to play for the best clubs in Europe, and in the heat of the competition, you bring a competition, African Cup of Nations. Yes, it's the Cup of Nations, but you have to consider that these teams, they want to make Africans, they are key players. I just don't want to imagine what Liverpool will start thinking right now because of Mo Salah, which has been one of the most important guys for them going forward. So I think CAF should have a rethink and start looking for ways to start staging the competition in the summer.
How can I say, if CAF will be changing the location or changing when the games will be played in the CAF Nations Cup. That is
AFCON.
just 17 days away. And the Super Eagles of Nigeria will also be there. And trust us at Premier Sports Fan Centers to give you everything that is happening right there in Ivory Coast during the Nations Cup. Christopher Nkunku on the ball for Chelsea, and he's having a field day already here, enjoying himself in his first full debut in the EPL. We just hope this young man will be able to get as much goals is scored for
And
RB
that's
Leipzig.
Jackson.
And yes, Jackson with a chance for Chelsea, but he sends that wide of the goalpost, and it's going to be a goal kick to Crystal Palace in the 25th minute of this encounter. And straight to other centers is Wolverhampton here, who are leading against Brentford 2-1 right there in the 25th minute of that encounter. And those goals were scored by Mario
That would have
Lemina.
even been
That
an
would have been
offside.
an offside. The goals were scored by Mario Lemina and Ilchan Wan for Wolverhampton, while Yone Wissa got one back for Brentford right there in the first half. It's 25 minutes gone in that encounter. It's Brentford who are currently losing 1-2 against Wolverhampton. And that might just be back-to-back wins for Wolverhampton.
Yeah, back-to-back wins. You have to give them a lot of credit, especially when this new coach came into their fold. They have really, really improved, even way beyond the expectations of an average fan. But hey, they defeated Man City, defeated Tottenham,
Chelsea.
defeated. You can't. Chelsea is not one of those big clubs right now. So they
Yes, a chance
defeated
for
Tottenham.
Crystal Palace and into the box, and it's trying to send one back, but easily cut out by Chelsea, and one back by Crystal Palace, who are sending a cross into the box, but still a Chelsea block there, and Chelsea will finally be clearing their lines, and it's another chance for Nicholas Jackson to run against two Crystal Palace defender and still hold on to the ball, and this should be another opportunity for Chelsea. And it's Christopher
And that's a
Ukuku, but he
penalty.
was brought down there. I don't think that's a penalty. He won the ball back clearly, and that was a good block there from Crystal Palace. And the Chelsea players are not having that. Christopher Nkunku is currently down. I just hope that is not an injury to the French striker there, because that was from the back.
And that was from the back. I think the referee should have a look at that because it doesn't look like
No. He kicked the air. He
that's
kicked the air.
no,
Not
no,
no
no.
no. He
It
kicked
didn't
the air.
kick the hair.
He kicked the air there.
You see, when you
Um.
check the replay, you see what I'm saying. The leg is not a yellow card offense, but it is a foul.
But I don't
Look
think
at the leg
that's
of that. You see,
no.
from behind, no, it didn't kick the
Okay,
hair.
we've seen
You will
them.
see
We've
a
seen them
closer
from
look now.
closer look here. Look at that hold up play there from Nicholas Jackson. No.
You see that leg?
Well, I think he kicked the
The
air.
thigh, the left
I
thigh
don't
of the
think
player.
VR will be checking that. And it's a good one there from Richards as it just helped his team not concede the second goal in the 27 minutes of this encounter. It's still Chelsea leading comfortably against Crystal Palace, but it's Chelsea who are playing, so 1-0 is not always comfortable. As Miyako Modric, who is on the ball and sends one into the box, but couldn't meet the ends of Christopher Nkunku there. And it's right now Crystal Palace who are enjoying their own fair share of possession and turning the defense into attack. And easily cut out by Moises Caicedo, but one back there by Metete. Will be sending one straight into the hands of Iberici Eze, who goes back to Mitchell there. As Mitchell sends one back to Maguire. And it's Gueye to Anderson. And Anderson sends one straight and looks for Michael Olise, who is currently in the offside position. And let's talk about Crystal Palace, who are making the shot, who made this short trip to West London. Crystal Palace have posted just one victory in 7 Premier League matches, following back-to-back draws with Manchester City and Brighton. The Eagles currently occupy 15th position on the table, 4 points adrift of their host. However, history suggests closing their gap today may be a tall order. Palace's 11 consecutive Premier League defeats against Chelsea is their longest losing run against any opponent in their entire history. and they have also lost on each of their last 6 visits to Stamford Bridge, failing to even score in the last 4. How big of an inspiration should this be to the Chelsea players?
Yeah, big inspiration to the Chelsea player, but a bigger inspiration for the Crystal Palace because they have a record that they want to stop, a not so positive record, and they want to make a statement. And I think with the way Chelsea has been wasting chances, Crystal Palace team, they know how to come back. If they could come back from 2 goals down against the defending champion, they can come
And yes,
back
another
against
chance for
Chelsea.
Crystal Palace and into the box there. And where a shot there from Iberici Eze, but that made the bodies of the Chelsea defenders. And Chelsea will be clearing the lines, but not successfully cleared, but still in the hands of the Chelsea captain. And he has just lost that out, and it's going to be a free kick to Crystal Palace after Jordan Ayew was brought down there by Gallagher. And it's the 29th minute in the game between Brentford and Wolverhampton, with Wolverhampton who have scored their third goal in that encounter. It's currently Brentford 1, Wolverhampton 3 in that encounter. And it's Ichan 1 who has just scored his second goal in this encounter.
Yeah,
Brentford 1, Wolverhampton 3.
yeah, Brentford won over Victory. Surprising results that comes out of the Premier League sometimes. You would expect that Brentford should be the favorite playing at home. We know Wolves to be very good at home, but going away and leading 3 goals to 1 against Brentford. Football sometimes has a way of surprising us, but we enjoy it anyway. And it's free kick to Crystal Palace, flings it into the box, but that was a very good header. Clarence header from uh, Colwell right there, with Gallagher to clear to Jackson, who turns around and plays
Uses
in
Modric
Mudrik,
there. And
and
look at that
Mudrik
burst
runs
of run
into
there.
the
It runs
box
into the box, but easily cut out there.
for
It's
a
going to be a
corner
corner
kick.
kick to Chelsea in the 31st minute of this game, and that was caught out there by the Crystal Palace captain.
Now this is
Look at that
what
run. Look at
this
that
is what we
burst.
talk about Jackson. Hold up play, do the needful, your decision. Look at what he did. He controlled the ball and he saw the run on Fodry, set it once. Look at the pass he gave to Nkuku, that Nkuku
Christopher
screwed there.
Nkuku.
Decision, I think that's his problem. Maybe he is just absent minded. He needs to really really come good because he has potential, but the absent mindedness of his decision making, honestly, I think that's where he's getting it
He
from.
has a corner kick to Chelsea, and it's the captain, Conor Gallagher, overtaking this in the 32nd minute and sends one into the box. But that was a bad corner kick from Gallagher. It's off to a throw-in for Chelsea. It's 32 minutes gone in this encounter. It's the Chelsea leading against Crystal Palace 1-0. And they might just be taking this 1-0 into the halftime break.
Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Towards the end of the first half, the pressure will eat up. You will see teams trying to take one good result to the dressing room, and anything can still happen. 14, 13 minutes plus is still a lot of time to play the game of football. And let's see if there will be more goals in this first half.
Let's see if there'll be more goals on this first half. Is Ian Mason, who was trying to win that back for Chelsea. He has actually looked up. That was Colwell.
Cool,
But talking
yeah.
about Ian Mason in this encounter, he has actually looked lively alongside Modric on that left side for Chelsea.
He has really been good today. The fluidity, the flexibility. When you look at the way he controls the body, the way he dictates the pace of the game from his own area of the field of play, it's something to commend. But hey, it's just 32 minutes. But let's see if because it's not about starting. We saw Aston Villa started well yesterday, but ended catastrophical way of ending football. You can see Naomi yesterday that he was so disappointed and so frustrated. So when you talk about that, it's not about how you start a game of football, it's about how you finish. 5 minutes, 3 goals can change the direction of the game. And all effort from the beginning of the game can prove abortive. So it depends on how consistently he can stay in this performance till the end of the game.
And talking about that game between Manchester United and Aston Villa, the Villians couldn't just hold on to their 2-0 early lead in that encounter. as they had to just release it to Manchester United, who came back from 2-0 deficit to defeat Aston Villa 3-2 in what was a thrilling encounter right there at Old Trafford, with Ojlund scoring his first goal for Manchester United. And here's another boss for Chelsea, and it's Malo Gusto who is on the ball there, finds Yamiti, and that wasn't shot there, but that's going to be going to the back of the net, as it will be going to the back of the net. He couldn't just find it into his way into the post, and it's off to a goal kick for Crystal Palace.
Was
Yamiti with
that a
that
goal
good
kick
shot.
or a corner kick?
I think that's a goal kick for Crystal Palace.
Look at
Look at
that
that
control
boss.
from
Look at
Malo.
that control from Malo Gusto, and look at that
Yeah,
shot
I think it
from
is a corner kick.
Yamiti. Let's see.
I
Oh, it's
think
a
it's
corner
a
kick to
corner
Chelsea, and right now it's going to be Miyako Modric who will be having his turn to take the corner kick for Chelsea in the 34th minute, and it sends one into the box, but there's no Chelsea player there, and it's back into the hands of the captain Conor Gallagher, who finds Modric, who will be sending one shot one into the box. Another one easily cut out there by Crystal Palace. It's still Chelsea in possession of the ball, and cut out there. It's Crystal Palace who will be looking to get one on the counter, but easily cut out by Chelsea, who will be turning defense into attack right now. Is Disasi, who is on the ball and waits for his centre back Pierre to come back into defense before making that decision. It goes into the midfield, but easily that was actually a bad pass there from him to the hands of
Yeah,
Gallagher, who
yeah,
lost
from
that out.
Casedo.
And it's Crystal Palace through Eberechi Eze, turning perfectly in the midfield and holding onto the ball brilliantly, and sends it straight there to the hands of Jordan Ayew, who is currently on the ball, and goes back into midfield, and still Crystal Palace enjoying possession in the 35th minute of this encounter. Is Jackson who's trying to race one through the hands of Maguire, but Maguire is not going to lose that, and it's Anderson who is on the ball and holds onto it and goes back to the hands of Maguire, captain of Crystal Palace, who finds Michel far there on the left, as Michel who finds Jordan Ayew. And back to the hands of Michel, who goes back to his captain, Maguire. It has really been hard for Crystal Palace to break down the Chelsea midfield in this game.
Yeah, it has really been difficult, but you have to look at Casedo and Gallagher really, really upping their game today. At least marking the areas. Their passing might not be perfect, but they are marking. Their game influence is there for everyone to see. But one thing about it is they are only human. They can get tired, and I just hope they don't get tired till the end of this game, because that will be a very, very big factor in this game.
And that might just be a very big factor in this game. Romeo Lavia is also back and on the bench, and will be looking to come straight into the starting 11 for Chelsea. There's been talk of Chelsea wanting to cash out on Conor Gallagher. He has been impressive this season for Chelsea. Do you really think there's any need to cash out on that young man?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I think Gallagher has served Chelsea well. I think he should even be given a new contract. It's not about selling him off. Yeah, FFP or no FFP. Rhys James too is there. Why didn't they say Rhys James?
Oh, he's the captain.
And he is the captain, but Gallagher has been more consistent than Rhys James was this season. You know how many games Rhys James have missed with injuries? Look at Gallagher. Since the beginning of the season, the complaint was there. He said he wanted to compete. He loves the Chelsea jersey. He loves the club. Then what other player do you want? A player that loves the club. So he plays for the badge, not just for the money. Many of these guys don't understand what it means to play for Chelsea. Players like Gallagher, I think they know better. So those are the kind of players you want to keep around.
Yes, Chelsea enjoying possession. It's Okuku sends one to the hands of Jackson there, and finds Modric there, but easily cut out and disposed by Crystal Palace, who are enjoying their own fair share of possession, and sends one straight to the right hand side. And that was cut out there by Disasi, who goes back to the hands of the Chelsea goalkeeper, Petrovic. Let's go straight to the statistics and see what's happening there. Is Chelsea who are enjoying better share of ball possession with 63% of ball possession, while Crystal Palace have been reduced to just 37% of ball possession. And Chelsea have 5 total shots with 3 shots on target, while Crystal Palace has just 4 shots and 1 on target in this encounter. This game I've seen just 2 corner kicks for Chelsea and 0 for Crystal Palace in this encounter. And total passes completed by Chelsea is 243, while Crystal Palace has completed merely 130 passes in this encounter. The game between Manchester City and Everton is starting by 15 minutes past 9, and will also be in the studio to give you analysis of what is happening right there in Everton against Manchester City, who will also be looking to get back to winning ways in the
Yeah,
EPL.
yeah, Man City will be looking to get back to winning ways, especially when your rivals has dropped points. We saw Arsenal, Liverpool played out a stalemate, and that's 2 points dropped. And if Man City can just win this one and win their standing, that means they've gained 2 points off their closest rivals. So I think it's one game that, and they want to at least complement the World Club Championship they won,
Yeah, they won.
and they want to do better. But it looks like anytime from now, most likely Guardiola might be leaving.
He has won it all at Manchester
Yeah, he
City.
has won
I
it
think,
all. Yeah.
and probably he's getting bored.
Maybe not really bored. It's just about legacy. It's about living when the
So where do you
occasion
think
is
he might
done.
just be going to after Manchester City?
I think national team up next. I think national
There's no
team.
money to spend in the national team. There at the national team, you are not buying players.
Yeah, but he
So
wants
how
to.
is he going to assemble the very best of the best for the national team?
He will want to win the World Cup.
Mm.
So with that in mind, it is a journey. It took him, I think, 7 years in Man City now to achieve.
And here's another chance
all
for
these
Chelsea.
things.
Miyako Modric, but easily cut out there by Dean Henderson in goal post for Crystal Palace. It's still 1-0 in the 40th minute and 5 more minutes to go in first half. For 5 more minutes of regulation time to play in the first half, and we'll be looking at how much minutes the referee will be adding as additional minutes. Let's assess the first 40 minutes of this game.
Yeah, good game of football. Really calm, interesting. A game that will keep you at the edge of your seat. And one thing you just have to notice is that these boys, the Chelsea boys, it has really reduced the number of academy mistakes they made.
Yes,
Loose
Chelsea
balls.
easily caught out there. It's Crystal Palace who are turning the defense into attacking. Berici Eze on the ball there, and the finds his teammate there, and it's Crystal Palace who are turning a long one into the hands of the Ghanaian and Jordan Ayew will be running straight against Malo Gusto, and it's Jordan Ayew on the ball, and he chose to go in straight. The referee's not having any of that. As Jordan going down, it's Chelsea will be looking to bust into another counter attack and straight into the hands of Christopher Nkuku, who is on the ball on the far left of Chelsea, and it goes into the hands of Jackson. And Nkuku, who was onto the ball. Jackson back into the hands of Nkuku, who was brought down there, and back to the hands of Caicedo. And Chelsea has just won themselves a free kick in the 41st minute of this encounter. Lemar again.
Yeah, Lemar again. One thing you notice that has changed about Chelsea up front is the presence of Nkuku. It seems his presence alone has given those attackers confidence. And they are just playing with him. And he calmly is just growing into the game. That's the hallmark of experience. You know where to start from. You know how to come into the game and be impactful. It's not about showing yourself. It's about leading the team to win. And I think Nkuku, without injuries, will be one hell of a player.
Okay, here's a free kick being taken by the Chelsea captain, Gunnar Gallagher, but couldn't find any Chelsea player. Then it's after a goal kick to Crystal Palace in the 42nd minute of this encounter. 3 more minutes to go in regulation time, and we can see Pochettino showing his frustration with that ball being wasted there
Yeah,
by
you
Gunnar
understand
Gallagher.
why he's frustrated, because this Chelsea team has been has proved over time that they are a team that can concede a lot of goals in the second half.
Okay,
When you keep looking at it, Chelsea second half has a whole lot of questions to answer. So I understand why Pochettino is under pressure that these guys don't waste these chances, score as much as possible, so that even second half when you concede, you won't be losing the game or maybe dropping 2 points.
yes, Miyako Modric on the ball, but easily caught out there. But Moises Caicedo back to his rescue, and Moises Caicedo storms one straight into the other wing and finds Malo Gusto, who finds Yametin, who is currently on the ball, and back into the hands of Malo Gusto, who finds Conor Gallagher, and Gallagher with a straight one to the hands of Malo Gusto, who was easily disposed there. But Yametin to the rescue, and Yametin, the Dutchman, into with the ball there and finds Nkuku, who releases his man and in the box there and looks for who to pass and finds Miyako Modric, who's still on the ball in the box, and it sets one back to the hands of Colwill, who finds Jackson, who goes back to the hands of Moises Caicedo. And Caicedo, who's still looking for his first goal for Chelsea, finds Conor Gallagher, who goes back to the Sassy in the fence right there, and Sassy runs one straight into the Crystal Palace half of it and finds Conor Gallagher, who goes back to Malo Gusto, Malo Gusto to to
Casedo.
Caicedo, who finds Colwill, and Colwill into the hands of Caicedo
Casedo.
right now. And Caicedo, who finds Jackson, who is coming. Look at how much Jackson and Nkuku are really playing eye line with themselves and coming all out back from
Mm.
the defense pocketing of Crystal Palace to also for the ball straight
Mm.
very close to the midfield. It has really been great for Chelsea today.
Yeah, it is a good sight to see how they've been trying to link up play, how they've been trying to play as a unit, dividing the pitch into different parts and just playing, you know, with each other, playing with the man you see. Then when you see the ones, you put the ball there. And it's one good way to also play. But can this way take Chelsea to where they want to be? Is another question for another day.
Okay, so another question so for another day to see where Chelsea will be ending the season, and they're currently 11th on the table, but they still have a big chance to qualify for Europe. Should they win the Carabao Cup?
Yeah, a big chance, but Europe, what kind of Europe does Chelsea
Conference,
want?
they'll take the Conference League very well.
No, Chelsea is not a conference league team as far as I'm concerned.
Uh, we are
Chelsea is a Champions League winning
We
team.
are currently in the 45th minute of the first half, and still Chelsea were currently leading 1-0. But another infringement right there on that big man, Jordan Ayew, who has just won Crystal Palace a free kick against Chelsea. And that was Liam Mason who gave that out to Crystal Palace. And that was an inexperienced foul
Foul
there from
there.
the young Dutch defender. And it's Crystal Palace who has a free kick on the 45th minute of on dot against Chelsea in this encounter. And it's looking like this first half is headed or is set to head to finish as a 1-0 lead for Chelsea.
Yeah, it looks like it, but let's see if Chelsea doesn't concede the time.
As
That's a
I
free
said,
kick.
that free kick was sent into the box but easily cut out by Chelsea, but still in the hands of Michael Olise, who goes to his teammate, and it's Michael Olise who sends one back to the hands of Maguire, who goes straight to the hands of Mitchell there. As Mitchell who goes into the midfield and still looking for who to pass to, and runs straight into the box and find Matete, but couldn't beat the Chelsea centre backs, and it's Chelsea who are busting out there and easily won back by Crystal Palace. Is Jordan Ayew who is on the ball and sends one straight into the box, and this might just be it. And that is the equalizer. Mitchell Olise with that equalizer for Crystal Palace, and finally it's 1-1 in this encounter. You said it.
Yeah.
That probably a goal might just come in the first half, and at the depth of it, Crystal Palace has equalized against Chelsea. Look at that. Where was the Chelsea? Where were the Chelsea defenders defending against Michael Olise there?
Yeah, it just came to my mind before the goal. The Man City game, how Chelsea lost concentration.
Wow, look at that. I think this should have
I
been a
think
foul.
this should be a foul.
But
I think
the
this should
referee
be a
didn't give
foul.
that. The referee didn't give that. As I said,
No,
that was
VR will
clearly
check
one.
that.
Let's see if VR will be checking that. But look at that. Look at that cross from Crystal Palace. Well, the defenders, Colwill lost
Who
his
was
man there.
with?
Colwill
I think it
Colwill
was
should be defending against Olise there.
Olise. Yeah, Colwill should be defending against Olise. Why was he
It was even
marking
Colwill
Mateta?
who lost the other day.
The other,
The
yeah.
other day.
But
Crystal Palace were back in this encounter late into the first half, and it's currently 1-1 between the game in the game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Game one in that encounter, both teams have just scored in this encounter already.
yeah, both teams have scored already. Chelsea drew the first blood, and another game whereby you expect Chelsea to go in at halftime leading, and they throw away the lead again. It's just a testament to. And look at how many chances they've wasted already.
That is where the issue is.
Considering
And that
indiscipline,
is just
lack
Chelsea
of
this season.
concentration. It's just honestly, it's just funny how they just tend to collapse like a pack of cards towards the dying embers of the game. It's just funny. Inconsistency. You can't play for 10 minutes in 90 minutes. You need to play and keep playing
And
in the
here's a
game.
Chelsea attack right now and easily caught out there. And that was Nkuku was brought down there by the Crystal Palace defender. It's going to be Chelsea's free kick right there in the midfield of the pitch. And let's see what Chelsea will be making out of that. And that was Richards, and that was a bad tackle right there on Nkuku. But Chelsea who are currently in possession of the ball in the dying embers of the first half. And that was one back, and it's going to be a free kick to Crystal Palace. It's looking like Ian Metzing is having a bad last 1 minute in this encounter.
Yeah, it goes down easily, and I think that's one of the
And
things that you can see. Mukalo Modric is disappointed. You see, I don't know what is wrong with with this defense. Silly mistakes. How on earth will Cole will leave Olise there and go and mark the man that was supposed to be marked by Disasi? And Disasi was right there in front of him. Why can't you communicate with Disasi that mark your man while I stay with my man? It's just communication is primary in football. And it's just funny how they just collapse that minute, concede unnecessary goals. This is the same thing that happened against Man City and it's beginning to play out again. It's just a funny, when things begin to happen over and over again, it's just as if they have years that they don't used to hear.
okay, it's halftime in the game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. The London derby has just ended at 1-1 right there at halftime. And it's 15-minute break for the boys to go back and refresh in the dressing room and the managers to have a tit-a-tat with the players. And they'll come back onto the pitch in the second half to see if they can just get this victory or will it be another draw for either Chelsea or Crystal Palace in this encounter. And the game between Everton and Manchester City has started, and that game is in the 5th minute already. And Crystal is Manchester City, sorry, who are enjoying the better share of possession with 73%, while Everton has just 27% of ball possession. Let's go straight to the Manchester City starting 11. This is their first Premier League game after winning the Club World Cup. Is Ederson is back in goal post for Manchester City. Nathan Ake, Manuel Akanji, John Stones, and Kyle Walker at the center at the back line for Manchester City. While in midfield we have Matheus Nunes and Rodri pairing together in the defensive midfield position. We have Jack Grealish folding and Bernardo Silva playing as the upper three. In the upper third, sorry, we have Julian Alvarez starting as the striker for Manchester City in this encounter. While Everton chose to go with a 4-2-3-1 formation, also with Jordan Pickford, Nathan Peterson, James Trowitzki, Jared Brentwood, and Vitaly Mikoilenko in the defense line. There's also Amado Onana and Andre Gomes starting as the two defensive midfield pairing. While in the upper third we have Jack Harrison, James Garner, and Dwight McNeil, who is actually in a terrific form. And up front they have that young Portuguese striker Beto starting as a low man striker for them in this encounter. Everton against Manchester City. Everton are in the form of their life. We've seen them with some fantastic results. I've gotten good results against Chelsea also. And even after that 10 points deduction, good run of play, and they are out of the relegation zone.
Yeah, they're out of the relegation zone despite the challenging 10-point deduction. You just have to give it to them, their mentality, their strength, how they channel that positively is another good thing to talk about. But any whichever way it goes, you just have to give them a lot of credit. Because it's not easy losing 10 points in a league season and you still categorically go out completely from the relegation pool. So it's one thing to commend.
It's still 3-1 in a game between Brentford and Wolverhampton, with Wolverhampton leading in that encounter 3-1. Let's see some players start in this game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Let's look at the striker, Nicholas Jackson, and the Crystal Palace striker, James Philip Matete, who has really been looking quiet, a bit quiet for me in this encounter. I'm looking at Matete. He played the full minutes of the first half. He has 0 goals, 0 assists, and expected assists is 0.10. He attempted 4 dribbles, but was able to complete 3. He had just 18 touches in the first half, and accurate passes is 6/8 for Matete in the first half. And looking at number of touches for Nicholas Jackson in this game, 22, and 18 out of 19 were accurate passes, which puts him at 95% accuracy. Looking at Jackson in the first half, it looks like an improved performance from the Senegalese striker.
Yeah, an improved performance is one player that has really, really improved over time. but sometimes the inconsistency too is one issue that he has. You play good today, you play bad tomorrow. Now there are times that even the bad will outweigh the good, and his first touches, his decision making is very important that he needs to work on all those things and work on it very very.
Okay, go straight to the Chelsea left back, Levi Colwill. We talked about him. Normally he's a centre back,
Mm.
and right now he had to just deputize and play for Chelsea on the left back position. Do you think him being played out of position is where his problem has been? Because looking at this game, him against what's it called, Michael Olise, it has been Michael Olise all over him in the first half.
Yeah, Michael Olise was all over him, and he gifted Olise that goal.
Mhm.
We're giving him enough time and space that he had to enough time to chest down and pick his spot. And I think if I was the coach, Kobe will now come in into the second.
Yeah, we've seen him being withdrawn some games at halftime, but looking at it, I don't really think there's any left back right there on the
Yeah,
bench.
Messi will
Maybe
go to
Yamesi
the
will have
left
to
back.
move to the left
You
back,
can also
and that
bring
has been,
in Bruja
but
or
that
any
has
other
been one
attacker.
position whereby Pochettino hasn't really trusted what's it called, Yamesi to play.
Yeah, I think he has not really trusted him. But it's not only about trust right now. It's about doing the needful. And when you want to do the needful, you want to like, okay, let me give it this shot. And let's see if you can get all 3 points. Because it's very important that Chelsea win this Crystal Palace game. Or else relegation will begin to smile in the pipeline.
Let's say relegation. We're smiling at Chelsea at the end of this game. It's after in that encounter between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. It's 1-1. Both teams are currently playing in that encounter with Chelsea opening the goals in the early stage of the first half through Miyako Modric, but they lost 1-2. Yeah, a player who came out from the Chelsea youth system. Talking about Michael Olise, who got Crystal Palace the equalizer. He has been lively in this game against Chelsea, and he has actually been one of the very best Crystal Palace player in this encounter against Chelsea. Let's go straight to the Everton against Manchester City game. It's Pickford who is on the ball there, and it's still 0-0 in the first 10 minutes of that encounter as we're approaching the 11th minute of this encounter. Do you think Everton can actually upset or get an upset victory over Manchester City in this tie?
I think it's very possible. Man City is up for the taking. A lot of injury worries, but there's still time. We'll see if they can do this. But if there's one team that can defeat Man City right now, Everton is one of them. Because of the way they play, they are very frustrating kind of football. And when you see a team that knocks the ball around, one thing they don't want is those kind of pattern.
Uh, I also saw a big comeback in the game between Manchester United and Aston Villa, and it took a big inspiration from Manchester United to come back right in that encounter. At a point they were losing 2-0, and that game ended with Manchester United winning 3-2. Garnacho with 2 goals, and Ojlund with his first goal for Manchester United. Do you think that might just be the turnaround for Manchester United?
Yeah, maybe. But with the Manchester United game I saw yesterday, it's just a game that, uh, to me, Aston Villa let off the gas. They just felt, oh, this game is in the bag, and they were lackadaisical about it. And I think that's one of the reasons why Manchester United came back in that game and took out the.
Okay. I'm looking at the end of the first half of the game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace, and any moment from now, in just matter of minutes, we'll be having the second half in that encounter. What do you think Pochettino should be doing better in the second half with his boys?
What I think you should be doing is Kobe should leave a missing left back, then bring in an attacking midfielder to join the attack. And I think we'll have a better second half.
What about we having what's it called, Lavia come in and slot right there beside Caicedo and pushing Conor Gallagher up front, up the pitch?
I understand your perspective to it, but when you look at it really, it doesn't always work that way, especially when it comes to tactical input of football. you can try that and it boomerang in another aspect. So it's a good idea, but I don't really see it working out.
Stunned by a last gap Cleveland Chelsea young side tribes down the tunnel with no advantage gained from the first half, showing off some promises, having suffered without the ball for long spells. Crystal Palace seemed set to trail at the break as the lively Modric struck their host opener earlier on before Henderson made the crucial save from the same player soon after. However, the Eagles produced a moment of magic when Ayew and Olise combined in stoppage time. That leaves this London derby finally balanced at interval with everything to play for during the second half. We'll go for a quick breather, and when we come back, it's the beginning of the second half. Hello, welcome back from that quick breather as the beginning of the second half in the game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. And Crystal Palace were currently enjoying possession against Chelsea, and that's the takedown there from Mitete, who is on the ball but easily cut out by Chelsea. And both managers at the beginning of the second half have not made any substitution. So we have the starting 11 that started this game still right there on the pitch. It's the 46 minutes of the encounter, which means 1 minute has been played in the second half, and it's Chelsea who has an early free kick after that kick on Gallagher from Eberechi Eze. It's Chelsea who are currently in possession of the ball, and it's a Malo Gusto who currently holds onto the ball and finds bad Disasi
Disasi.
there. As Disasi who has just lost that out to the hands of Crystal Palace. And Crystal Palace has a throw in against Chelsea in this encounter. It's Jordan Ayew who has just won Crystal Palace that's throwing. It's the beginning of the second half, and looking at what we saw in the first half, what are your expectations for Crystal Palace coming into the second half?
Yeah, I think expectations for Crystal Palace is to wait. Chelsea will want to attack them, then they can hit Chelsea on the counter.
Yes,
They
Crystal
have
Palace attacking
physical.
against Chelsea with this big and a goal, but that was easily cleared out for Chelsea. As they Berechi Eze on the ball and deep into the Chelsea box and sends one into it, but caught out there by the Chelsea players. And it's Jackson was just won that and sets Nkuku on the run there, but easily cut out by Crystal Palace. And it's Crystal Palace who are back in possession of the ball, and the referee has just spotted. It's not infringement or just blown for the medics to come in
I
to
think
check on the
that
player.
should be for the medics to come in.
And Malo Gusto is also looking down there, and it's the second minute of the second half, and this shows the intensity in this game. Look at that from Okuku. I don't really think that was intentional from the Chelsea's midfielder or attacker, as you might just want it. It's the 48th minute already, and let's talk about Chelsea, who have now conceded 59 Premier League goals in 2023, the most league goals they've shipped in a single year since 1991. Meanwhile, Olise has now had a hand in 10 goals during the last 15 top flight starts, perhaps giving their old defensive woes. Palace losing streak against the Blues can finally end today.
Yeah, it can finally end today. But it's a Chelsea side that is neither here nor there. You can't really say, okay, this is the Chelsea you will see today. So against those kind of opponents, you can actually stop a bad record from keep thriving on. So and with the way Crystal Palace is playing, they are calm, taking the game moment per time, and with the way they are dictating pace, I think they can win this game.
And what about Chelsea conceding 59 Premier League goals in 2023?
Yeah,
That
that's
is
terrible.
a lot worse and bad, statistics for Chelsea.
I think the Chelsea problem is management, is managerial, not really more of a coach or players. It's managerial. The decisions they make are marring the team, not making the team. So if they sit down, how can you assemble a team without bringing in experience? It's an error. There are some things that you just have to do to keep your fans together. So I hope they will learn from this and pick up from there.
Okay, they'll be learning from that. And there's the 49th minute approaching the 50th minute of this encounter, which means we've seen 5 minutes being played in the second half. And still, Chelsea who are currently in possession of the ball. And that is in the hands of Moises Caicedo, who's onto that. It goes back to the hands of Disasi, who finds his goalkeeper Petrovic with the ball. As Petrovic looking to his right hand side, but returns it back to the hands of Disasi, who will be looking to run straight against the Crystal Palace players and finds Malo Gusto. It's Malo Gusto who sends a short one to the hands of Yamitsin, but the young Dutch defender couldn't just control that and lost possession back to the hands of Crystal Palace. Maguire finds Anderson, and Anderson sends one to Anderson and back into the hands of Dean Anderson. Who goes straight to his captain Maguire, the Chelsea youth product, now captaining Crystal Palace. And it's Derek Mitchell on the ball there, and he finds Ayu there, and it's Jordan Ayu on the ball against Malo Gusto. But Malo Gusto just won that against the Ghanaian international and finds Gallagher, who goes back to the hands of Disasi, and Disasi sends one back to the hands of Petrovic, and Petrovic finds Badashil, who is on the ball right now and looking straight into the midfield where he finds Okuku. Okuku could hold up to that and lost that out and it's Crystal Palace who are turning attack and attacking against Chelsea, but easily caught out by the Chelsea defenders. And it's Chelsea who will be looking to attack against Crystal Palace right now, but that's good to find Lukaku, and that was it. Looks like a wayward pass there from Miyako Modric. As Crystal Palace were back in possession against Chelsea right now in this encounter. Let's see what Crystal Palace will be making out of that. It's halftime in the game, or the beginning of second half, sorry, in the game between Brentford and Watford. And Brentford and Wolves, sorry, and still Wolves leading in that encounter 3-1. 26 minutes gone in the game between Everton and Crystal Palace. That game is still 0-0 in that encounter. And Chelsea against Crystal Palace is on the 52nd minute, approaching the 53rd minute. It's Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 1. Looking at this game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace, the chances of it ending as a full-time draw is higher than it ending with a win.
Yeah, it's the way you look at the tempo of the game, it's not really looking like one of those teams is bent on winning the game. They just don't want to make mistakes. If the chances come, they will try to take them. If it doesn't come, they don't want to make mistakes. And this is not how Chelsea should be playing at all. You need to play as if you want to take all the 3 points available at home. And that's the way to stay on top.
All right, now it's the Sassy on the ball and chose to send one straight into the middle of the Crystal Palace defense. But Chris easily caught out there by Michael Olise is on the ball there and sets one straight into the defense and just won himself a free kick. And this might just be the first yellow card in the second half for Chelsea. And it looks like that is Moises Caicedo who will be picking that up. The Sassy was picking that up for Chelsea. Yeah, he has not really looked it in this encounter. Oh, that should have been a yellow card to
I think it's Caicedo.
That should have been a yellow card. It should be a yellow card to Caicedo.
Maybe the referee didn't see the tackle very well. But hey, let's see. Oh, it was Caicedo there. The referee gave the yellow card.
There's a yellow card to Chelsea in this encounter. And Moises Caicedo who has just picked up Chelsea's first yellow card in this encounter, and we are currently in the 53rd minute, approaching the 54th minute of this encounter. Let's see if Crystal Palace might just be getting the second goal of this free kick, which Eberechi Eze and Michael Olise are standing on, and they'll be looking to send one straight into the box to try and see if they can meet any Crystal Palace player or find his way into the back of the net. And it's Olise with a long shot there. Wow, look at that shot. Look at the ferocity. Look at the pace. Oh, that was like Eberechi Eze. With that long shot there from that young man, from the English international, and that was almost finding the corner for Chelsea of the Chelsea goal post there. But unfortunately, that is going to be a goal kick to Chelsea and sent back into the midfield. And Crystal Palace was sending that out for a throwing to Chelsea right there in the 54th minute of this encounter. Let's see if Chelsea will be getting an early goal again in this encounter.
Yeah, I think Chelsea should push forward and try to score 1 or 2 goals because it's very, very important. And even they have a 2 goal cushion now. With this goal, it would have at least still give them a signal of hope that and Everton just scored one.
Yeah, we have the first goal again between Everton and Manchester City. Everton was broken the deadlock in that encounter and got on the first goal against all odds against Manchester City. It's currently Everton 1, Manchester City 0. You predicted that. You predicted Everton scoring against the run of play. And here we have it. In the 28th minute, Everton have just scored against Manchester City.
Yeah, Everton has scored. That passing from the back, mistakes. And look at that. How can you control that kind of ball? And you leave it in your own danger area. Now, what was that defender doing? Trying to dribble at that position of the field. Look at what was Rodri.
That was Rodri who lost that out to McNeil. And here's another attack from Crystal Palace and a chance to score the second goal and descends that long shot, but easily saved there by Petrovic, and it's off for a corner kick to Crystal Palace, and that shot was taken by Philip Metete there, but that's only threatening the Chelsea goalpost as it's going to go out there for a corner kick to Crystal Palace. Look at how easy he beat this man there, and it sends one straight against Petrovic.
Yeah, so easy. Just went through him as if it was breeze coming in through the window. But I still think, I don't know what they will need to do. These players lack concentration easily. I don't know what they can
And the
do.
corner
Maybe
kick has
get
been
a
taken by
striker like
Manchester
this.
by Crystal Palace, and it's off to another Crystal Palace corner kick as Mal Gusto was just one Crystal Palace, another corner kick in the 56th minute of this encounter. Let's see. Chelsea are not really looking. This was not the momentum in which they started the first half of this encounter.
I kept saying football is a 90 minutes game. They play many of the time. You see them play better in their first half than second half, and that's the testament of what I think we are seeing right now. Because
There's another chance for Crystal Palace to get a second goal, but easily cut out by the Chelsea defenders. But still being played in by Crystal Palace, and this is the chance. But that was skied out there by Metete. And Metete has actually been a big thorn in the flesh of the Chelsea centre backs in this encounter.
yeah, he has really disturbed them a lot, giving them a reason to stay on their toes and watch his runs and all. So I think they can do better. Honestly, Chelsea needs to do better in the second.
You can hear that from here. My Chelsea just needs to do better in the second half and come back to win ways, because these are the kind of games you expect Chelsea to be getting victories in the EPL. And that is another free kick easily won there by Chelsea right there in Chelsea's half. We're in the 57th minute and approaching the first hour of this encounter. And it's Chelsea who are preparing double substitution in this encounter. It's Thiago Silva and it's Romeo Lavia will be coming up for his debut for Chelsea.
Yeah, Romeo Lavia.
And Colwill
No, I
is
think
out.
he came in the
No, no, no,
last game
no. He didn't come
against
in against Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah, he didn't come in. This is his debut for Chelsea.
No, I think he came in towards the end of the game, where he came with Nkoko
Okay.
in that game. But let's see if he really came on or not. But good introduction for Romeo Lavia to come and show us a little bit of what he can give, and we'll know if maybe, just only maybe, he can do the magic that Chelsea wants.
All right, he was on the bench for 90 minutes in that game between Chelsea and Wolverhampton. He has the debut for the former Southampton player and the young Belgian midfielder will be looking to stabilize some things in that Chelsea midfield. Colwill has been withdrawn, and it looks like Mason will finally be moving to the left back. It hasn't really been this kind of season led by Colwill will have thought of for Chelsea.
Yeah, not really the best season he would be expecting, because he would have preferred to play as a centre back pairing. And to see him
I
being,
think it's high time. It's high time Pochettino stops this experiment of playing out of position.
he has his reasons for doing all those things. So
Oh, Yamisi was also withdrawn. It was Yamisi who was withdrawn for Romeo Lavia,
in
and
the last,
Colwill was also withdrawn for Thiago Silva.
yeah, in this game, right?
So
So
it's looking like probably we'll be having Miyako Modric playing as the left back for Chelsea.
ah, it's just a funny thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, it's looking like that is Badashil on the ball, or it will it be Badashil who will be playing as the left back. Colwill on the ball and finds Jackson there who couldn't hold on to the ball there. It's Chelsea who are attacking against Crystal Palace. And still a Chelsea attack right now. Christopher Nkuku with the ball and into the box. He sends one across, but Jackson couldn't just make that. And it's Crystal Palace who will be clearing their lines right there in the 60th minute of this encounter. 30 more minutes to go. 30 more minutes for Chelsea to find to take another lead in this encounter. Or 30 more minutes for Crystal Palace to find a goal and take a lead right there at the Stamford Bridge. They're looking to find to finally get a victory against Chelsea. Badashil has just lost the ball out to the hands of Matete, and it's Crystal Palace will be attacking against Chelsea. And that is the dangerous man, Berechi Eze. But that shot couldn't threaten Petrovic there as met to Chelsea's body and couldn't find that corner as he would have wanted it. And Disasi was on the ball right now and turns his man and goes back to the hands of Thiago Silva, who is on the ball right now and finds Caicedo right there. Lavia
Is it
we'll be
Casedo?
having that
I think
issue.
it's
That's
Casedo.
Caicedo there.
Yeah.
Caicedo backs to the hands of Thiago Silva, who is on the ball and goes into the midfield and finds Lavia. Jackson, sorry. Wow. And right now we have Thiago Silva on the ball and looks straight into the midfield. And right now we have Lavia finally on the ball right there. And it's Lavia who is having his first debut for his debut game for Chelsea. And let's see what this young man will be bringing to this encounter for Chelsea. Conor Gallagher on the ball and finds Caicedo, who goes straight to the hands of Disasi. Okay, it's looking like what's it called? Mali Gusto has changed position to the left wing right now.
Yeah, Malagusto to the left wing.
Disasi to the right back.
Yeah, predictably so. Since you saw him withdraw in your meeting. So I think that's the next option to think of. But I just still think that I would have preferred Ian meeting on the left hand side. But he has a lot
And
of
Disasi
questions.
sends one straight into the box. But that
That
was just
looks
too
more
much.
like a
that was
clearance
that
than a
was too
pass.
much. And we complained about that during the game against Newcastle. Having what's it called, centre backs playing as wing
Wing
backs.
backs,
It's
yeah.
not always it for Chelsea. Look at
Mm.
that pass.
And
Easy.
that was what even caused the goal Chelsea conceded.
Mm.
It was due to the fact that the wing back lost concentration and then Chelsea conceded.
We're currently in the 62nd minute of this encounter and still 1-1 in the game between Crystal Palace and Chelsea, with both teams still trying to see how they can get the second goal in that encounter. Still 1-0 in the game between Everton and Manchester City, with Everton leading in the 37th minute, and it's 57th minute in the game between Brentford and Wolverhampton. It's still Wolverhampton leading in that encounter 3-1, while Chelsea and Crystal Palace is still 1-1 right now in the 62nd minute of this encounter. 28 more minutes to go. And let's see if any of these two teams will be getting that victory. It's a very needed victory for both teams, as Crystal Palace will be looking to get to end that unnecessary or unfortunate run of games against Chelsea. And right now it's Miyako Modric running against the defense and still hold on to the ball, but easily caught out there by Crystal Palace, who will be looking to attack against Malo Gusto. Whenever, even when he plays as a left back, he's still a strong player for Chelsea. He sends one into the hands of Caicedo, who hold on to the ball to see who's next, and finds that was careless there. And it's Caicedo back on the ball there. He sends one back to the hands of the experienced Thiago Silva, who finds Badashio, and Badashio sends one straight to the hands of Malo Gusto. This Malo Gusto releases okay, releases is that Lavia? Yes, that's Lavia. And Lavia sends one to Malo Gusto, who's on the ball. It's Malo Gusto straight into the midfield and finds Gallagher. And it's Lavia who's on the ball right now. Chose to go back to the hands of Badashio, and Badashio finds Conor Gallagher there, and Gallagher sends one back to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva finds Disasi, and Disasi is on the ball there. It finds Caicedo, and it's looking like a lot of body eating right now in this encounter, with Crystal Palace sending a lot of bodies against the Chelsea players. And here's another Malo Gusto run against Crystal Palace right there on the left arm position for Chelsea. It's Chelsea who are currently in possession of the ball and trying to call out Crystal Palace to come out and attack in the 64th minute of this encounter. And it's Chelsea who are sending one down the channel but couldn't meet any Chelsea player. Thiago Silva to the rescue and sends one into the midfield. And Modric couldn't just control that, and back in the hands of Lavia, who was on the ball and finds Thiago Silva. Looking at the composure of Romeo Lavia on the ball, all it reminds me of is a certain John Obi Mikel when he was playing for Chelsea.
Yeah, John Obi Mikel, the work with the energy he puts into play. And I'm still yet to see his impact. It looks to me more like Kante than Mikel, because Mikel will start up the play, with those silky one touch, two touches. But I think Romelavia is the energetic kind of player who can run and run rugged at any opponent that is in front of him. But I think he can still improve. He's still a very young lad. So there's still time ahead of him.
It's really great seeing Romeo Lavia back in the starting 11 for Chelsea. And it's looking like Chelsea are having almost all of their strong bodies on back fully fit. Let's see what he'll be bringing into this encounter for the next 25 minutes of this game, as we are in the 65th minute, approaching the 66th minute already. There's still 1-1 in that game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Yeah, Jordan, are you on the board here? And it sends one straight to the hands of Tarek Mitchell and back into the hands of Maguire, who finds his goalkeeper Anderson, and Anderson sends one to Anderson, who hold on to the ball and chose to go straight to Luke and try to release And that was won back by Miyako Modric. And it's Modric who sends one straight into the hands of Gallagher. And it's Gallagher on the ball, tries to dribble his man and sends one to Lavia. Up to Caicedo, sorry. Caicedo sends one there to Kuku. And Disasi exchanging passes with Kuku. And Disasi just lost that out. And Disasi sends one to Moises Caicedo. Caicedo holding onto the ball and trying to run against his man there. And still, Chelsea was struggling to create an opening in between the Crystal Palace line, and easily won back by Jordan Ayew will be running against the Chelsea defenders to try and create openings for Crystal Palace. It sets one from the right to the left and finds another Crystal Palace player who will be running against Chelsea. It's Malo Gusto against his man and easily caught out there by Malo Gusto, who has just won that back for Chelsea. Look at that slide. Look at how he won that back. He has really been a terrific player for Chelsea tonight.
Yeah, he has been a terrific player tonight. Even while switching his wing from right to left.
Oh, that's a bad pass there from Lavia, who was trying to find Modric. That was on Kuku trying to find Gallagher there, but that was easily caught out. Let's assess on Kuku in this game. 66 minutes, bad that first fine turn that releases Malagusto for the Chelsea first goal, and that goal he lost in the first half, that clear one-on-one chance. He hasn't really been that explosive in the second half.
Yeah, not explosive. First half, one thing about losing your chances is it will continue to hamper your confidence. Imagine those one-on-one. Chelsea will be leading 4-1 or 3-1 by now. So that's just the testament of what we keep saying. Make sure you do the needful. Just do the needful. But I don't know what these boys are going to come up with this time. But we just keep our fingers crossed and just watch the game.
Okay, keeping our fingers crossed, and it's Jordan Ayew on the ball there and goes against Disasi into the Chelsea box and sends one straight into the box, but easily cut out there by Romeo Lavia. We'll be cutting that out, and there's a throw into Crystal Palace. And let's go straight to the comment section. We have Mary Olugbodi. My prediction for tonight's match is Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 2, of which I'm very sure that Chelsea will lose to Crystal Palace into this match. Chelsea will learn in a hard way. Don't play with Arsenal. Wow. Okay, let's see how that prediction goes. And don't forget, you can be a part of this conversation by dropping your message in our live chat. And promise to read it out and see what your prediction will be. Will it be Chelsea winning or taking this victory over Crystal Palace, or will it be Crystal Palace having their first victory in 10 games against Chelsea? It's really a game, a result we really want to see in this encounter. 68 minutes approaching the 69th minute already, and we are just about 2 minutes away from the 70 minutes mark, which will leave us with just 20 more minutes to go. It's looking like this game is shaping up for a full-time draw.
Yeah, it's shaping up for a full-time draw. The two teams are just playing cautious football. But, it's a big point for Crystal Palace if they take it here. But it's not a good one for Chelsea. Honestly, Chelsea should be doing better than this. Chelsea is not playing like the team that is looking for the win. That bite is not available.
There's another attack for Crystal Palace, and it's Jordan Ayew, who has just been the man for Crystal Palace in the second half, and will be going against the Sassy there. And it's Jordan Ayew on the ball, and he dribbles his mind, tries to release his teammate there, and that is the Sassy who just won that VAR, but easily lost out again. And it's Jordan Ayew who is on the ball and passes one against Mukoko there. And Jordan Ayew turns his man and sends one back to the hands of Richards, who finds Gueye on the ball there. And Gueye sends one to Klein there. It's Klein on the ball, but caught out there by Chelsea. But the referee says plays on and sends one straight into the hands of Matete. As Matete on the ball and goes back to the hands of Klein, who will be holding onto the ball and finds out Matete. And Matete sends one to Michael Olise, the goal scorer for Crystal Palace in this encounter, who goes back into the midfield. And still Crystal Palace enjoying the better share of possession against Chelsea. Tarek Mitchell sends one straight into the hands of Jordan Ayew, who will be looking to cross one into the box to see if he can find some Matete in the box, but that will be sailing off wide for a Chelsea goal kick. Miyako Modric is currently down, looking injured and not really looking good for the Chelsea player. Look at that tackle, and the referee and VR is not checking that. It just reminds me of the Yametsi one in the first half also.
Yeah, look at
that
this
was
tackle.
A dangerous tackle there.
And I still think that the pig mobile has a whole lot to do. Nkuku has been withdrawn for none.
I think that might just be. Is that going off? No.
I think
And
that's
we
Gallagher.
also have what's it called? Breuer will be thrown in by the Chelsea manager. Is Nkuku and Modric who have been withdrawn in
Yeah.
the 70th minute. Looking at Modric's performance in this encounter, he has actually been full of running for Chelsea.
Yes.
Gradually, he's improving.
Yeah, he has been full of runnings, but he's nowhere near the expectation of an average Chelsea
I
fan.
just hope
So,
this is not
and I
injury
hope that
injury
that's
problem
not
for him.
another injury problem. That was a seriously harsh tackle, and the referee didn't see that. It's just so pathetic how the referees will miss those kind of moments in games like this. They are really decisive because Modric has been one of our few positives going forward.
Yes, back into the hands of Badashil, who goes straight to the hands of Malagusto, who finds himself in the other half of Crystal Palace in this encounter. And is Chelsea who are enjoying better share of possession right now and running straight against the Crystal Palace. Will this be another chance for Chelsea? Gallagher couldn't just meet that pass, and it's Lavia who sends one straight into the hands of Gallagher, who finds Disasi. Disasi finds Noni Madueke, who finds the Chelsea captain Gallagher, who's on the ball right now against Guei, and it's going to be a Chelsea throwing deep into this game. 72nd minute already. We are approaching the last 20 minutes of this encounter. And let's see if Chelsea will be getting their second goal. What's Manchester City? It's Manchester City. It's Crystal Palace will be having a chance to run against Chelsea's Eberechi Eze on the ball there, and we're looking to release his fellow compatriot Michael Olise, but sends it straight to Klein, and will send one to Michael Olise, who's on the ball right now. It's Michael Olise who's running against the Chelsea left back in this encounter. Michael Olise takes one around the Chelsea defenders and still hold on to the ball. We'll be looking to cross one, and he beats his man Malo Gusto there, who sends one straight into the box and finds out Metete. Metete lost that out. And still Crystal Palace, who sends one deep into the box. Will this be cleared out by Chelsea? It's cleared out by Chelsea, but easily cut out and one back by Crystal Palace, who are looking to attack against Chelsea. But one back by Noni Madueke, who is running against this man and straight into Ron Agres as the Chelsea attack right now with Malo. Oh, that should be a yellow card to Crystal Palace. And rightly, and the referee is going. Oh, that was almost a mistake.
He almost gave him a
I
red
was
card.
also looking at that. Wow,
I
record.
said,
Ow.
what a red card for this offense? Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
and look at that run.
And
Look at that boss from Noni Madueke
yeah,
into the
that
line,
movement.
and that was one for his team there from Chris Richards there. Just had to take one for his team because Noni
Richard should
Madueke.
have been on yellow card.
Yeah, right from the first half.
Yeah,
And even Lamar should have been on yellow card right from first half. We saw
yeah.
some dangerous
Even
tackles from this
Klein.
man in this encounter.
I think the referee, even
It's
the
Chelsea with another attacking opportunity. This be the second goal. And oh my God! Jackson couldn't pull that to the back of the net. Wow! Ow!
I don't know.
And that is just the moment for Chelsea. And that
Look at
summarizes
that one.
Jackson. One on one with the goalkeeper. He couldn't put that. Look at that wasted one there. Look at that chance. What else do you want? He was set on goal, but he couldn't just put that to the back of the net. Wow. And still
I'm
1-1 in this
short of
encounter.
words,
74th minute,
honestly.
we're approaching the 75th minute, which leaves us with 15 more minutes to go in this encounter between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. And that just sums up the game. Nicholas Jackson, even he himself, could not believe he didn't put that to the back of the net. As Chelsea were back in possession of the ball. Badashil on the ball goes straight into the midfield and finds Caicedo, who sets one straight to the right hand of the pole of the field and finds Noni Madueke, who lost that out, but easily won back by the experience of Thiago Silva and his Chelsea who was setting one back into the hands of Malo Gusto, who beats his man there and sends a cross into the box, but easily caught out there by the Crystal Palace players. And it's Chelsea who are in possession of the ball. The Sassy on the ball and who looks to cross one into the box, and with no Chelsea players in the box there, and it's going to go off for a throwing to Chelsea in the 75th minute of this encounter. 5 more minutes to go, and 15 more minutes to go in this encounter. 15 more minutes for Chelsea to find that lead in this goal. Chelsea fans will actually be disappointed in that miss by the Senegalese Nicolas Jackson.
Yeah, really disappointed with that miss. But hey, game on. There's still time to get another goal. But I still think that Pochettino should start thinking of finding alternatives to Jackson, because Jackson
Mm.
has really been disappointing this season so far.
Yes, another chance for Chelsea and into the box of Crystal Palace is back into the hands of Moises Caicedo, who finds Lavia. And Lavia holds onto the ball and finds Thiago Silva, who sends the cross into the box. And with this another chance for Chelsea, and it's Jackson who has just scored the second goal for Chelsea. It is a counter, and he has made right all of his runs for the Chelsea game for the Chelsea. And in the 76 minutes, Nicholas Jackson has just given Chelsea the
You
lead.
know, after his touch,
I thought that was going to
I
the back.
thought he was going off. So I just saw him wanting to celebrate. I said, oh, this one, it seems it's
But no,
going
no, no,
to.
no, no. Jokes apart, he needs to be taking his
He
chances.
needs it. In fact, Chelsea needs him to be taking his chances, unless if there's no offside.
Yeah, that's a big one. Oh, that might just be an offside call against Nicholas Jackson. Unless what VR will be giving that as, because he looks to be in an offside position before that
Let's see.
came into his hands. Let's see what of VR call will be that, because we can see the Crystal Palace players are actually raising their hand and calling that might just be an offside. 77th minute in this encounter is Chelsea, who currently leads 2-1. Probably after VR's check. Because it's the EPL and anything can
And if
happen.
you are
And
not
you don't
chop
know.
this one off,
Uh,
it will be odd.
no, that looks like an offside.
It looks like
It looks like it
no,
looks
but
like
there's a guy behind Jackson.
down the line. Let's see what his hands are. And even himself, still asking. Let's see what VR check will be. VR still checking that, and it might just be a big call, which will actually
I
shape
think it will be
this game. I
chopped
think
off.
this is going to be chalked off as an offside.
I think it
Let's
will
see
be
what
chopped off.
VR will be giving that as Thiago Silva being called to the side by the Chelsea manager Pochettino, who is talking to him. And the referee is still waiting for VAR decision in that to see if that will be a goal or will that be chalked off for an offside.
It's an
And finally,
offside.
the referee is making his decision, and it has been chalked off
Offside.
for an offside. And it's Jackson who will be having his goal after all that celebration. Vieira has just given that as offside, and it's game on back to 1-1 in the game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. We can see the disappointment on Jackson's face. He had the easy one, he didn't take it.
You
Hmm.
know, it's so funny how you have your chances and you don't take it. And you now be expecting
You
one
can't miss a
big.
seat. That was a seat I missed.
It was a
A
sitter.
striker
Yeah.
shouldn't be missing that. A
Yeah.
striker shouldn't be
In
missing
fact,
that.
just a little chip will get that ball into the net. A touch into the in between the legs of the goalkeeper. We score, we get that ball into the net.
And it looks
Honestly,
like
it's just
Crystal Palace are interested in defending right now because they've just withdrawn Jordan Ayew for
sure.
Shop, who has
Yes.
just Shop, who has just been thrown in by Roy Hodgson. It looks like they are interested in defending for the next 12 minutes of this encounter.
Yeah, most likely they just considered a goal that VR just rescued them from going down. So they want to defend at least. If they can't win this game, they shouldn't be losing it.
And look
That's
at
the way
Noni
to go.
Madueke. He has actually been lively since coming in for Chelsea.
Really lively the way he's taking the game to the opponent, and that's more like it. And I think that's the way to go. I just feel that the next game you should start thinking of starting him ahead of Sterling.
And that might
The
just be a yellow card
unserious.
to the Chelsea, Noni Madueke.
I
And
think
it's
the
looking
two
like
of
both
them
of them
will
will be
go.
getting a yellow card. In Tariq Mitchell are now on a yellow card. And going into the next 11 minutes, it's actually going to be a big one to Noni Madueke and
And I
Mitchell.
think that yellow card to Michel is in favor of Noni, because Noni will attack with the ball.
Yeah.
If he can attack to
Wow, that looks like a
frustrate,
bad kick on his leg. And that was a
he should have. If Noni hadn't pushed him back, Mitchell would have gone on yellow card, and
Yeah.
Noni wouldn't have gotten a yellow card.
Yes,
Because
back in the counter is Chelsea, who are currently sending the ball straight into the hands of
Broja.
Broya, who will be holding onto the ball, and he should be releasing Noni Madueke here. And he finally lost that out, and it's going to be advantage on Crystal Palace, who will be having a throw-in in the 81st minute. 9 moments to go in regulation time in the game between Crystal Palace and Chelsea. It's still 1-1 in that encounter. And let's see if this game will be actually end as a full-time draw, or will it be one of these two teams getting that victory deep into this encounter. Don't forget, Chelsea got one goal cancelled by VAR in this encounter. And it's Crystal Palace attacking against Chelsea. And this might just be a chance for Crystal Palace to get the second goal. And what a chance there. And this is Michael Olise. But that was a great save there from the Chelsea goalkeeper Petrovic. Michael Olise couldn't put that to the back of the net. What a chance. What a defensive error there from Chelsea.
Yeah, a defensive error.
Look at that. That was Thiago Silva setting up a chance for Crystal Palace there. I think Michael Olise should be taking that on the first touch.
Yeah, when you look at it, it's a left footer. So that is the disadvantage right there. And I think that's what worked against him. If it was a right footer,
yes, the corner kick to Crystal Palace. Would this be a chance for a second goal, but easily cut out by Chelsea. But there's no Chelsea player to meet that, and sent back into the hands of Michael Olise there. And so Michael Olise will send one deep into the box, but easily cut out by Chelsea. And Chelsea were currently in possession of the ball, and they should be eating that on the counter, not holding on to that ball.
Yeah,
and finally, it's been out for a throw into Chelsea in the 82nd minute of this encounter. It's still Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 1. And if there's someone who knows how to defend very well, it has to just be Roy Hodgson.
Yeah, they know how to defend very well. Maybe last season, because this season they've been really porous at the back. Maybe it's just football direction, but I think they need to do better defensively, because it's not as if they have been defending very well. That's why they have not been down. Mainly due to Chelsea being wasteful again. Another game of being wasteful. Look at the highest. Chelsea now is now topping the chart on the highest big chance lost. Just imagine.
Yes, another chance for Chelsea. Would that be another offside call? That is a side netting from Broya. Offside call. That should be an offside call against Amado Broya. Look at that long pass there from Thiago Silva. Wow, look at where he took that. No, I don't think that's an offside. That's not an offside. That's not offside. So Broya could just take his chance there against Anderson. Look at that control. That was a good control from him. And that was actually a good hit from him there. That could just find the deep side of that angle. And it's still 3-1 in the game between Wolverhampton and Brentford. And that game is in the 78th minute already. And it's halftime in the game between Everton and Manchester City, with Everton leading 1-0 against Manchester City. It's Chelsea who are back in possession. The cut out there by Crystal Palace. We're back into the hands of Chelsea. Will be looking to turn in defense into attack. And still Chelsea in possession. And Chelsea has just won themselves a free kick in the 84th minute of this encounter. And we're having about 6 more minutes to go in regulation time. And this game might just be ending as a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, it looks more like a game that might end in a 1-1 draw, because the two teams, Chelsea now woke up and started reacting when it looks more like it's getting too late. And I think the substitution has worked a little bit, but I think Chelsea needs to wake up and start doing things on time, not this fire brigade approach.
Yes, back in the hands of Chelsea. There's Nicholas Jackson running against the defenders of Crystal Palace. There's Broya on the ball there, goes onto the ball and goes back into the midfield where he finds Caicedo with a pass through to Broya. And it's Broya on the ball, but he couldn't control that. And to be going off for a corner kick to Chelsea in the 85th minute of the second half. And Anderson just got that out for Crystal Palace, and he cuts that potent of that ball, and it's a corner kick to Chelsea in the 85th minute. And we can see the frustration on the face of Broya there, and that was lucky for Anderson there, because it was just some inches away from giving out a penalty against his team there. It's a corner kick to Chelsea against Crystal Palace in the 85th minute, and Gallagher takes one into the box, but that is another chance. And still Chelsea there were easily cut out. And Crystal Palace will be having a massive counter against Chelsea. This might just be the second goal for Crystal Palace. And they've lost that out. And still Crystal Palace. How did they manage to lose that? And it's
Wow.
Chelsea who are currently attacking against the Crystal Palace. And it's a Malo Gusto who sends one straight into the box of Crystal Palace, but easily met there by Dean Anderson, who will be turning defense into attack almost immediately. And it's Noni Madueke who is down and is looking injured again. Crystal Palace not throwing that out for fair play. And it's Michael Olise on the ball and chose to go back to the hands of Klein. Back in the hands of Michael Olise. Will be going straight against the Chelsea players and sends one deep into the box. But there's a chance for Crystal Palace. And finally, that is out of play. And it's going to be a corner kick to Crystal Palace. And you can see the Chelsea players
Yes,
complaining.
now
That should have been played
a
out.
player is down, and the referee kept saying, "The game on, game on."
Yo,
That is
this
a
should have
tackle.
been a penalty here.
That
No,
is.
that just looks like it should have been a penalty.
It is a penalty. No.
Or it was on the line. Was that on the line?
Let's see if it is on the line.
VR is checking that. That was in the box.
That was in the
That
box.
was in the box, and that looks like a tackle, but I don't think VR is checking that.
He wants to go and
And
see.
the referee will be going to the monitor to see that tackle and see if that might just be a penalty for Chelsea. And this might just be a lifeline for Chelsea late into this encounter. And it's 4-1 in the game between Wolverhampton and Brentford, with Wolves scoring the fourth goal in that encounter in the 80th minute. And let's see, we'll be seeing who scored that goal. It's Jim Rickner Bellegrad, who has just given Wolverhampton the fourth goal in that encounter against Brentford. It's not really looking like really looking like Brentford this season, since losing out their talisman Ivan Toney to that what's it called, betting ban.
Yeah, it's not really been the best. They've missed Ivan Toney. Umbueno stepped up to some.
But it looks like Noni Madueke, Noni was going down already.
No,
No,
look,
it was going down already.
See, it's
It's the
I
penalty
told
to
you.
Chelsea, and the central referee has just given Chelsea a lifeline right there in the 88th minute of this encounter. It's a Berechi Eze, the young English midfielder, who has just given out a penalty to Chelsea against Crystal Palace. It now remains who is going to score that.
That kind of contact sometimes can send you back to the hospital. Because it is not about the touch alone. It's the touch will stretch the groin and also stretch the knee. And this guy just came back from the injury.
Now, Nkuku is not on the pitch. There's no Cole
Palmer.
And it looks like Jackson.
No. He better not. Gallagher will take it.
Okay, it looks like it might just be Gallagher will be taking this, and the
Jackson,
Chelsea captain. What do you mean by Jackson?
Let me say the hair again.
Look at that. But to think that the referee allowed play on, even when
I didn't take this. That was harsh. That's what I saw. This is a penalty.
That was harsh on his new there. And
that's a penalty and a yellow card.
You could have just sent Noni Madueke back to the hospital.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's Madueke
will
be taking.
And he's also calm.
Wow.
He's also calm.
There's a big problem here.
You're under pressure. I thought you are a Newcastle fan.
Again, right now, Chelsea has a penalty against Crystal Palace right there, deep into this encounter in the 89th minute. And it's Noni Madueke who won the penalty. He'll be taking this.
I would have preferred Gallagher.
And probably would have preferred Gallagher because he would have gone for a lot of power there. Noni Madueke and
Anderson is a good penalty.
Let's see what that will be with a big goal for Chelsea. And finally, it's Chelsea who has taken the lead. Noni Madueke with the goal for Chelsea in this encounter. Super sub. And he has just given Chelsea the lead. The London boy getting the goal right there in London. Good goal for Madueke, and that should be a good one for his confidence. And Chelsea were back to leading in this encounter. 90th minute already. And let's see, it should be a big minute being added by the referee.
Yeah, maybe
2 VR checks. Probably should look at 7 to 8 minutes.
Yeah, 7, 8. Sometimes 10.
That was a confident take from Noni Madueke there.
Yeah, that was. I told you that he's a calm player.
Wow.
Because I've seen him in some very pressured situation that he came.
Well, the problem is, why has it really been a problem for him to start at Chelsea?
Because of injury. He has not really been fit.
So I actually saw an analysis whereby they were talking about Noni Madueke not really being the kind of winger Pochettino will really fancy at Chelsea.
No, Pochettino said it, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. He said Noni needs to raise his game.
Yeah.
if he wants to compete in the team. And look at this game. This kind of games now is an announcement to the coach that I've reached my game. Then you give him more time. And I still think this is the right time for Noni to show himself. Now that Sterling is misbehaving. Honestly, really misbehaving.
Right, the 90 plus minutes already right now. In any moment from now, we'll be seeing how many minutes has been added by the referee. And it looks like that is 8 minutes added by the referee. So we have 8 more minutes to play in this encounter between Chelsea and
We
Crystal
should be
Palace.
forecasting
Gallagher.
now.
Gallagher on the board. Then goes back into the hands of
Lavia.
who sends one back to Badashil, and Badashil finds Malagusto there. And still Badashil back into the hands of Badashil, finds Gallagher, who has actually had a tremendous game in this encounter for Chelsea. And this Badashil back on the board there, and he finds Romeo Lavia. That's Lavia. Are you sure?
And this is not Lavia.
Wow, this is going to be a lot of problems. And Lavia just lost that, and easily. That is Chelsea on the attack right now, and it's an handball against Amado Broya.
You fouled.
He should be doing better than that. And we're in the second minute of 8 minutes additional time, and there's still 6 more minutes for Crystal Palace to try and get down the equalizer again against Chelsea in this encounter. It's Chelsea still leading 2-1 against Crystal Palace, and the game between Manchester City and Everton has restarted in the second half, and still Everton leading in that encounter 1-0 against Manchester City. And Manchester City has a lot of big game in the second half to do. Badashil has just been withdrawn by the Chelsea manager, and let's see who will be coming in. And it's looking like a debut for the young Chelsea player, and it's Gilchrist will be coming in. Another Chelsea youth product, a very highly rated defender for Chelsea. And the way he plays, I do call him the new Aspiqueta, because the way he talking, he's short. Even when he plays for the under 18 and under 19, he's always talking. And I call him the new Cesar Aspiqueta. Let's see if he can live up to that.
And even the way he runs at the ball, it looks like him. Honestly, you got that one right.
That was the 93rd minute of this encounter, and it's still Chelsea. You can see, look at that young man. It looks like him.
And right now that we actually need right backs to step up.
He's actually a good player. He's actually a good player, no doubt. And those 93rd minutes already, with 5 more minutes to go in the second half. 5 more minutes for Chelsea to have this famous victory over Crystal Palace. It's always a regular one for Chelsea against Crystal Palace, and getting the victory is not always a big problem. Madueke with that second goal, all the important second goal for Chelsea. Let's just see if Chelsea can hold on to this for the remaining 5 minutes in this encounter. We know Crystal Palace got late goals against Manchester City in that victory over Manchester City. So I think Chelsea needs to be very much careful for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, they need to be very, very careful. And if they can get a chance to seal it up. But don't play island.
Look at Broya
there. Look at the boy.
Wow.
That's Gilchrist.
Yeah, that's Gilchrist.
Yeah.
Yes, Chelsea who have just given out
and that was the right thing to do by Noni.
And he needed to stop. He needs to be careful.
No, but that tackle right there shouldn't be a yellow card. If the referee doesn't want to look harsh or something. So he had to take that one for the team so that they can fall back and avoid a counter attack.
4 minutes of additional time being played already, and Crystal Palace attacking against Chelsea with another chance, and he's sent in straight there from Michel Olise, but that's straight into the hands of Petrovic, who is looking like another sharp goalkeeper tonight for Chelsea. Look at that shot. Look at his positioning. Look at how he handled that.
There's something how you command your box. This guy has it more than Sanchez, and that's why I said, if Pochettino is not being sentimental, it will be very difficult for Sanchez to get his shirt back. Because Petrovic has the way he controls his box, and his ball distribution is way better than Sanchez. Sanchez is a bit scared. Will I say scared? A bit shaky. Yeah, a bit shaky with the ball on his foot. But when you look at Petrovic, the calmness and the way he distributes the ball is top notch. So Pochettino is also on the yellow card. I think he should be careful.
He needs to be careful. At this moment, Chelsea would really want to lose. And they need him on the sideline to actually motivate these boys.
But I don't think they really need him.
It's 95 minutes played already. 3 more minutes to go in additional time. 3 more minutes for Crystal Palace to find that equalizer against Chelsea in this game. As Chelsea currently leading 2-1 against Crystal Palace. 95th minute of this game, and Crystal Palace were on the ball there. And the says one straight into the box. Another opportunity for Crystal Palace, but that will be
That's a
going to the
goal kick.
back of the net, and it's going to be a goal kick to Chelsea right there in the 96th minute. And we can see the Chelsea fans, actually having a sign of relief there.
Yeah, a sigh of relief if they can keep it tight at the back. Don't concede and just try to hold your own and take this victory. When you win a game like this, try to build it up with another win. I think Chelsea will be facing Luton.
Luton now is next game.
So you can at least try to win that one too. When you start winning games, it will be building momentum. So even when you face stiffer opponents, then you can easily hold your own because the confidence in the team will be at a very good level.
Here's a chance for Chelsea, but easily caught out there by Crystal Palace. As Chelsea will be sending one straight into the other half, and yeah, he's not the Madueke running over that, and he won that, and he'll be going straight fancy one against his man and sends one straight to the hands of Jackson. It's not offside. Jackson back into the hands of Nani Madueke, and finally that has been blown as an offside.
What are they doing there?
And 1 more minute to go in this encounter, and it's Crystal Palace will be starting play from their own box after that pass. That was actually a wrong pass. I think Nani Madueke should have held on to that ball.
I think he knew it was
instead of sending that. And it's this 97th minute already in this game, and any moment from now we'll be approaching the last minute of this encounter. And it's Crystal Palace who sends one to the right side of Chelsea defense and goes straight into it with a collar and easily cut out there by Chelsea, but still won back by Crystal Palace. As Mikel Alozie on the ball there. Michael Alozie gets the ball back and is still running one against the cycles of Chelsea. Fast taking on another young gun French defender, and that cross will be going out for a goal kick. It's the 8th minute already in this encounter, and we've seen 8 minutes of additional time played already. Chelsea leading against Crystal Palace 2-1, and it's looking like Chelsea.
And it's Man City 1-1.
And Manchester City has just gotten the equalizer. Look at that shot from Phil Foden there. And the young Englishman has just given Manchester City the all-needed equalizer against Everton right there in the 57th minute. And they'll be looking to find that equalizer against Manchester City. 8 minutes gone in regulation, in additional time in that game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. It's still Chelsea leading 2-1 over Crystal Palace. And here's another chance for Chelsea to run against Crystal Palace with this video second goal. Not the Madueke on the ball, but he frees it off for his captain. Gallagher will be running straight to the corner flag to waste off time against Crystal Palace. And that was rightly done. And you can see, look at what it means to the fans, and even Gallagher himself.
Yeah, even
Gallagher. It means a lot to them.
Even Gallagher.
It looks like Chelsea will be returning back to winning ways, and you can see Jackson isn't disbelief of what.
Look at this chance that Man City.
Wow. And the game still remains 1-1 in the game between Everton and Manchester City, while the Chelsea game is 2-1, and we've seen 8 minutes of additional time played already. It's another throw into Chelsea. And you can see it's always a bragging right when they win. And it's full time already in the game between Chelsea and the Crystal Palace. And Chelsea has taken another famous victory over Crystal Palace. 2-1, that game ended. Wow, finally, it's over. 2-1.
It's over. A sign of relief. You can see even Casedo praying. It was. How long does Chelsea want to continue like this? When you have to just put your heart in your mouth before you can defeat teams like Crystal Palace. What about when teams like Liverpool come visiting? So you need to step up. These guys, they have it in them. They should play your football. Leave the weight off the field. Don't play with heavy heart, pressure upon pressure, especially with Jackson. Sometimes Jackson gets the touch and goes blank. And that's the hallmark of why he keeps giving this half-baked performance. I think there's a lot of improvement that needs to be done, more psychologically than even physically for these players.
Okay, as final wizards, Chelsea will take this game in the London derby. Chelsea finally defeating Crystal Palace and coming back to winning ways after losing 2-1 against Wolverhampton in the previous week. And they'll be happy to take this victory going into their next week game against Luton Town. which is another hard nut to crack.
Yeah, difficult teams playing low blocks. And you know how Chelsea have struggled against low blocks side, like Brentford defeating Chelsea, Aston Villa, even I think West Ham too defeated Chelsea this season.
Mhm.
So Chelsea has been struggling against low, even Nottingham Forest. Low blocks team has been a struggle, especially when you are playing away. So I think this weekend they should show us that they have improved and they can do better than they have been doing.
Okay, before we go, some predicted Chelsea to lose 1-2, and finally Chelsea defeating Crystal Palace 2-1.
Yeah, that's what we
We are
used to
used to
say.
it.
Opposite direction.
Very only good wherever you are. It's either Chelsea winning this game, and again, your prediction is going opposite way. And
Yeah.
that's about how much we can take out today's edition of our Watch Along of Premier Sports Fan Center. Do join us tomorrow for the game between Arsenal and West Ham. That is another big that London derby. So we come your way again tomorrow. It's bye for now.